What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. So we have this next trailer review, which I know of some specific people that will be excited to see this film, regardless of truly what it's going to be about, just for the simple content. And once they see the trailer, I'm not going to name any names. They know who they are. So we'll just get right into it. I just wanted to preface that because, again, once we get into it, because I did scan through the article, and a couple of things caught my eyes. So again, I'm sure that it's going to excite them regardless of how good the actual story is going to be. So, Ghost Killer trailer. Japanese supernatural revenge thriller materializes next month. All right, so let's jump into the article details. Now, I did look at the timestamp for the trailer. I think it was about a minute and 40 seconds, give or take, closer to a full trailer. Again, I think full trailers are usually 2 minutes or more. So, all right, so let's get into it. Two souls, one dead, the other deadly, unite for a vengeance-fueled mission in Ghost Killer. The Japanese supernatural revenge thriller will be released on digital July 22nd before hitting 4K Ultra HD, Blu-ray and DVD on September 23rd via Wellgo USA. I'm not even going to try to pronounce these names, so I'm just going to kind of skip over this next piece here as far as who the stunt coordinator is and who the director and script is by. You can see those names there. I'm not going to try to butcher them or offend if I can't pronounce those ones correctly. So when college student Fumuka, hopefully I got that one close, stumbles upon the bullet that ended hitman Kudo's life, his vengeful spirit takes hold of her body. Now possessed by a ruthless assassin's rage and skills, she becomes an unstoppable force, hunting down those responsible for his death. As the body count rises, the line between Fumika and Kudo begins to blur. Okay, so we have the long list of names here of who are all involved. I'm definitely not going to try to read all those, even if they were ones I could read. So we have this is a pretty short article. We have the trailer here and the poster. I love the poster. It's nice. It's clean. It's not a lot of busy work. You literally just have that. Two souls, one mission, Ghost Killer. That's it. That's all you need. And the fact that if you see, I'm sure this is the main character and then the assassin, how he's kind of hidden within the flow of her hair. I thought that was very unique. I thought that looks really cool. But yes, this is the type of poster you guys always hear me talking about, always wanting to see less text, less quotes, less names and all that nonsense, literally just right to the point and clean. So again, as you saw, this was a very, very short article. I mean, it's all right there on the screen. So, and we skipped over that little part. So let's just jump right into it. Let's get back to the top as we always do. Now let's pull up this trailer and see what Ghost Killer is going to be about. So I would call this one more of a supernatural possession martial arts horror film. I don't think we see that combination come about too often. Now this one's the story seems very simplistic. I mean, we saw it in the trailer. That we have the assassin. He gets killed. She comes across maybe the bullet casing that's associated with his death, and then somehow he's associated with somehow his spirit or something's associated with that bullet casing, and we see it in the trailer, right? In order for her to get rid of his spirit or entity, she has to find his killers, and they have to be killed. Now, we see where she's not fully possessed by him, and I say that from the perspective of we see where they can see each other, and she's still herself. But then when she gets in trouble, they interlock hands, and then he somehow takes control of her body, or at least gives her his skill set for her then to do what she's doing. Because we see I think it was at least 2 or 3 times that happened, especially the one where she's crawling around the column and he's talking to her saying, hey, move around. She makes a noise, and then they interlock hands, and then she then kind of turns into this this assassin. There's also a couple scenes where it almost appears like he's still alive, like he's the one doing the fighting. I'm thinking though that it's going to be her, but we're seeing him, and they're going to be switching that back and forth throughout the movements of whatever fight or whatever battle. I see this one being more of a popcorn type flick, and I mean that in with well intentions. That it's a very simplistic story. I think it's going to be one of those where it's just going to be constant action, little story, action, little story. But again, we don't see a lot of supernatural possession, martial arts horror films. So I think that's what makes it very unique in itself. I'll watch this one just for the pure entertainment value of what it will bring. This one does drop again on digital on July 22nd. Now, I don't know, going back to the article, I don't know if that's going to be worldwide. It just says digital July 22nd, so it doesn't indicate if that's going to include international release as well. Because again, I do know of some individuals who will want to see this for some certain aspects of it. Drop a comment in the comment section. Let me know what you think about Ghost Killer. Again, they're calling it, and I'll go back. They're calling it a Japanese supernatural revenge thriller. I think it's a Japanese supernatural possession, martial arts, revenge thriller. So I'd add 2 more genres into that mix. Again, drop a comment in the comment section. Let me know what you think. And if you haven't done so already, please like, share, and subscribe to the channel. Otherwise, we'll see you at the next one. Later.